Hello and welcome back to my Dandelion Diaries. Today we have another plan with me, but I wanted to kind of change up my style of planning, I guess. I have been possibly binge watching a lot of Helen's videos from the Coffee Monsterz Co. And I kind of wanted to try out her style of planning and see how it would work for me, considering what I have been doing with the planning out the whole week at once hasn't really been working. So we're going to be doing this week here from the 11th through the 17th. By the time this video goes up, this week will have already passed, but I kind of wanted to give it a shot and see how I feel about it. For decoration or stickers, I will be using the Coffee Monsterz Co. stickers and washi, just because if this is like a video inspired by Helen, I might as well use her things. And I do love the Coffee Monsterz Co.'s quality of product and things like that. I will be also using almost all of my fountain pens as my guess. I kind of have this idea that I want to rainbow order, like each day has a different color kind of thing. And since I have 8 pens inked up for September and there's 8 columns, I think it's gonna work. Anyways, yeah, let's just jump straight into this. So usually when I'm planning out, I like to decorate my spreads first, at least in a general sense. So I'm just going to put down some washi. And this is the whole collection I'm using today is the Ode to Monet, which is based on his water lilies painting. And I absolutely love this, Helen's birthday sale was such a good one. And I actually was so inspired that I called my September currently inked September Monet, because I really wanted to use the same color schemes, because I honestly love this, like the light blues, the pinks, purples, and greens. Like, it's very, very much a beautiful color scheme to me. I'm also going to cover up the little calendar up here because I don't use it. And I'd rather have someone's beautiful art here or my own art. So one thing I have really been enjoying recently is the weather. So we finally, and I mean finally, got a break from the 100-degree weather here. I'm so happy about it, y'all. I can't even express to you how happy I am, because the 100-degree weather I think was literally killing our chickens, because we lost I think 3 chickens just this summer because of how hot it was, and that is not okay in my opinion. It's completely unacceptable, honestly. And we tried everything. We fed them watermelon, we gave them ice blocks to stand on, we let them run around more, like we tried to keep them energized and engaged. And we were at our wits' ends. Like we didn't know what else we could possibly do. And yeah, it was a struggle bus. Anyways, since we have been having this lovely, and I mean lovely weather, I am super excited because we are going to do our best to, I guess, spend more time outside. We actually have big plans to clear more of our property and then also go to the state park by us and spend some time with our dogs there, because it's been a while since we've taken them out anywhere, since it's been, again, so freaking hot. And I'm just, decorating as I see fit right now. Nothing is really crazy, I guess. I like to use these stickers as just kind of, I don't know, funsies. And I definitely spend the least amount of time planning on the weekend, so I'm just gonna stick these down. Anyways, I want to know how you guys are doing. I know the 2024 planners have started rolling out, which is very, very exciting. I already got my Hobonichi delivery. If you missed that video, I will link it in the cards. But I will say that I'm patiently waiting for my sterling ink delivery. I don't know if I'm alone, but I'm getting nervous, I guess, because I don't want it to get here too late to where I don't have enough time to look at it and plan how I want to use it. And like set it up, you know, like I want to have enough time with it before I set it up. And I'm nervous because I feel like it's delayed, even though she said that it's not. I'm taking her word for it, but I'm nervous, that's all. Okay, so these are the tombos that I'm going to be using throughout the week. I have number 243, which is like a pale green color. I think this is 620. I honestly need to put tape over these to prevent them from rubbing off so much, but I use the lightest colors the most. This one, again, I'm not super sure, maybe 761. It is a light pink color, and then this one is 491, which is actually a replacement, so that's why the number is still there. But yeah, I'm gonna just kind of vary these across and see how it turns out. But let's go ahead and get started with the sidebar. So usually in the sidebar is where I like to put all of my tasks and such. And I'm just going to write this week with my Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen here. I was writing on the stickers with my fountain pens, but I felt like it was a little, I don't know, I didn't think it was like a good idea because the ink kept feathering and such. Anyways, but this is where I'm going to put in some of the things that I have going on this week. So we have a vet appointment for Apollo on Monday. I need to check for shipping notices for some packages. I need to order more sticker paper, and then I need to finish some designing. And then I also have a video that I've been working on. All right, and then the other part of my little sidebar that I like to use is my happy moment. And this just helps me kind of see something really positive from the week, and I can look back on it and remember like that really positive item. Moving on into Monday. So like I said, we have Apollo's vet appointment on Monday morning. So I will be covering up that little baby emoji and putting it on top of this sticky. And I think I'm going to use this SD. After his appointment, I will come back and just get straight into work. So I need to work on my brown ink exploration. I need to finish it. I already filmed it over the weekend actually, so I just have to edit it and get it scheduled for Wednesday, which is when that video will have gone up. So if you're interested, go watch that one. It was a really fun one to do with the browns, being the last section of the brown inks, which is kind of sad, but I don't know how many different types of browns there really are. After work, I'm going to be helping out, clearing out our backyard some more. It has been, like I said, really nice with the weather, so we are going to be working a lot more on clearing out the brush that we have. And I put a little itchy emoji because it is absolutely filled with poison ivy and it's horrendous. It's just the worst. And then after all of that, I'm basically just going to be cleaning the house out, making sure that I get the rest of my chores done and preparing ourselves for a week with a clean house. That is one thing that I really like to have at the beginning of a week, especially on Monday. I will even have a massive to-do list, like, because I want to have a clean house for the week. I feel like it helps set up your week for success if you're going into it with a clean space. I don't know if I'm alone in that, but I definitely like to have it. Moving on into Tuesday, I planned to wake up kind of early a little bit, and we are going to attempt to do our morning routine and chores before we get to work on Tuesday. I've also been enjoying kind of like morning meditations with morning pages, like writing out morning pages. It's been really, really nice. And then to kind of just spruce up my little work banner here, I'm just going to add a little mug just for funsies. And then on Tuesday, I need to make a reel for Instagram. I need to check on my comments and emails. And then I have intentions on doing stuff for 2024. I'm trying to get my garden stuff ready, and then also some stuff for YouTube. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take a pretty long lunch. We've been working through our lunches and I'm trying to stop that. So I'm dedicating time for an actual lunch break, even if it's only on one day this week, where, I mean, I eat every day, obviously, but I don't necessarily take a break. Like, a lot of times I'll work through my lunch, or I will be working on something else during lunch when I should just be resting and taking an actual break. Then I'm going to work on some more designing, and then I need to remind myself to charge my iPad because I have been really bad about letting it die. And then I'm sure after I've burned myself out on designing, I will want to look at something that is not a screen. So I'm just going to plan to read for the rest of the evening. And we actually finally got our reading room finished. So we have this awesome giant comfy couch, and I'm really excited to get to cuddle up with a blanket and read on it, I guess, for a good amount of time. And then I need to make sure Tuesday night before we go to bed that we take out the recycling, because we have a lot of boxes, obviously, for moving stuff around everywhere that we really need to get taken out, so our house doesn't feel like it's just in constant state of motion. And then Wednesday, I'm going to plan to get that nice bit of morning routine time where I can do my meditation and journaling and things like that. And then after that, I will be getting straight into work yet again. I'm not super sure of everything that I need to get done on Wednesday. I have a kind of loose layout, I guess. I know I need to make an Instagram post, and I need to check my emails and comments again. I try to be really good about answering those almost every single day if I can, because there can be quite a bit of them. And then I need to do part 2 filming. I need to do some more design work, but I'm just going to kind of loosely put that down and give myself a good chunk of time for that. I also need to remember to order more sticker paper this day because it needs to get here in time, and I also need to order a new trash can. So after all that, I am going to plan to just kind of like catch up in my planners. I've been really good about updating the important things every day, but I do like to spend a good chunk of time at least once a week where I just, I guess, draw in my planners or kind of decide what kind of art I want them to have. Then after all of that, before we go to bed, and hopefully before the sun goes down, we plan to play with our dogs. All that to say, if the sun goes down too early, we probably won't get the chance. It's still been going down close to 8 o'clock, so we should be fine, but if not, we will definitely be taking them to the park at some point, maybe over the weekend, because with the weather being so nice, we definitely want to make sure that we are letting them out more because they enjoy it just as much as we do. All right, and then the last little thing I'm gonna do here is write in my water tracker at the bottom, just because this is a fun way for me to reference if I'm drinking enough water, and also this is like a little space that I can check in for the day and see how I was feeling. All right, and then I think I'm gonna stop there, and I'm only gonna plan like the first half of the week out, and then I'm gonna come back and hopefully plan out the second half. So I'll see you guys in a minute, I guess. Okay, so it is currently Thursday, not Wednesday, like I initially had wanted to plan the second half of my week. But that's okay. I actually had a pretty rough day yesterday, being Wednesday. One of our, well, actually two of our chickens were killed by some kind of predator. So yesterday's kind of threw me off a little bit, but today we're going to be getting back into the swing of things and just kind of work our way back into some normalcy. Also, it is raining today, so if you hear any rain sounds, just know that it's kind of stormy outside. But being that it is Thursday morning when I'm filming this, I basically just woke up and got straight to work. And some things that I wanted to work on before lunch today was basically finishing some more design work, obviously filming this portion of this video, and then also I needed to work on a spreadsheet for my garden. So I've been trying to make a seed spreadsheet for my 2024 garden, and I'm slowly making my way through it. I haven't completed too much of it yet. Then for lunch, I plan on making something that is kind of experimental. I made lemon pepper chicken for the first time ever, and it was super, super good. But I want to have salad today. So I need to cook the lemon pepper chicken and then also prep all the stuff to make the salad. So that's going to take about an hour and a half is my guess for everything, and then eating it obviously. So that'll be my lunch for today. And then if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know that Thursdays are usually when I do my major planning sessions. So that's when I like to plan next week and get everything in order that I would need for the next week. I don't like waiting until the weekend to do my planning because I don't know, I like to just make sure that the weekend is relaxing and like things that I want to do. Not that planning is really stressful or anything like that. If anything, I really enjoy it and have made an entire YouTube channel for it. But it's just something I like to do in the middle of the week because by the weekend I don't want to have to think about everything I need to get done in the next week. And then after that, I'm probably just going to spend the rest of the evening reading. I'm still struggling to get through Dragonfly and Amber. I'm not gonna lie, it's not that it's horrible to read, it's just it's a really slow start and I'm struggling. Moving on into Friday, I am going to have probably a really relaxing morning considering it's going to be raining again. So I'll do some of my morning routine and my morning chores. And since we lost 2 more chickens, I'm down to 2 chickens now. We started with 8, and whatever predator we have has basically wiped out like all of my chickens, which is horrible. So yeah, we're down to 2. So chicken chores in the morning are really fast now, which I guess is good for my timing of things, but feels really kind of shitty, honestly. And then Friday is basically going to be a very long day of work. So I'm going to do more with my Instagram. I need to respond to some more comments and emails that I have. I need to get this video edited and uploaded. And then I want to do some website research. And I'm just going to leave it at that, and it'll probably take me a little over an hour is my guess. And then I also want to start kind of planning out my videos for 2024. So by that, it's like, I guess my setups and stuff, like what I want to get done with my setups, because I have some of my planners, but not all of them. And once the rest of them get delivered, then I'll share with you guys what I plan on doing. But I'm patiently / anxiously waiting to see when those will get delivered. And then tomorrow night we are going to be having a date night. My boyfriend and I are going to be making lasagna together. So I have been making lasagna for a very long time. I really enjoy cooking lasagna, and it is one of his favorite dishes. So I'm going to attempt to teach him how to make lasagna. We'll see how it goes. He's not a bad cooker by any means. He actually can cook very well. It's more of I make everything from absolute scratch. So like I make my own ricotta, tomato sauce, the whole 9 yards. So it's going to be a fun experience trying to do that with him. And my guess is we'll probably be up pretty late. So for Saturday, I'm planning on sleeping in. I don't know if I'll actually sleep until 10 or 10:30, but I like to give myself some grace there because you never know. You never know. Anyways, once we do wake up, I do plan on going for a run at the park because it's supposed to stop raining by then. And hopefully we can take the dogs because with the rain, we've had some wonderful, and I mean wonderful, cooler weather, which honestly has been really, really nice. It's been wonderful, like absolutely wonderful. Anyways, once we get back from the park, I really need to go through the rest of our boxes that we have. So, like I said, I don't know if I said it in this video actually, my mom moved and we acquired quite a few of her items. And so I'm slowly making my way through them, tossing things, organizing things, and I have one room left to finish. And once I'm done there, then we're completely done, thank goodness. But it's been a task, as I'm sure if you've moved or helped somebody move, it is a huge task to do all of that. So once I do all of that, I'm basically taking the rest of the day for me. So it's just going to be crafting for the rest of the day. Which usually for crafting, that means like art to me, scrapbooking, any kind of like virtual design, I guess. Stuff that's for me, not for anybody else kind of thing. Like stuff that I can do for art for me. Anyways, moving on into Sunday, we will have a leg day. So Sunday is the official return to the gym since we didn't do gym like at all this week. Just with the rain and then the chickens and moving everything recently, it's just been kind of hard to get the gym vibes back in. Okay, I've had this problem with this 𝗬𝗏 a lot this month. I'm not really sure what's going on because it has like a full thing of ink in it, but it is just having the hardest time starting, and I don't know why. Like even if I prep it, like you see my thumb, it has ink on it. But yeah, I'm having the hardest time getting this 𝗬𝗏 to start, and I don't know if it's the ink, which I've never had a problem with before, or if I didn't clean the 𝗬𝗏 well enough. I don't know. But we plan on having a leg day on Sunday. And usually leg days are pretty intense. So we'll definitely be doing some pretty heavy lifting on that day. And then afterwards, I like to do what's called the everything shower. And I think I've seen some other creators talk about this. I think Rachel in Theory actually was talking about it. So the everything shower is basically like everything. And if you are a woman, you probably understand what the everything shower means. But if you've never taken one, I'll try to explain it a little bit while I basically go through the rest of my day here. The everything shower is basically you wash your hair, like do a hair mask, face mask, exfoliate, shave, like the whole 9 yards in terms of you're just scrubbing your body completely clean almost. So yeah, that's my plan for that, which usually it does take about an hour between getting exfoliated and face masks and everything else. But it's going to be a really nice kind of relaxing shower after a really hard time at the gym. And then after that, I need to meal prep for next week. So next week we are going to try to do our best to eat plenty of fruit, which we actually have been doing really good with, but it doesn't hurt to have more. And then I need to do a bunch of laundry. I like doing laundry on Sundays because it's like a lazy thing. You can just put it in there, wait for an hour, and then come back. And then the last thing on Sunday I will probably do is just some more reading, just because it's relaxing and it's nice to relax before your next week ahead, in my opinion. Alright, so this is my plan with me for week 37 in my Hobonichi cousin. By the time this video goes up, it will have already passed. This week will have already passed, so you won't really get to see me update to the last sections here. But I do like to use my little emojis from the Coffee Monsterz Co to kind of depict my emotion for that day, the main one anyways. And then at the bottom, I do like to kind of check in and write a little bit about what happened. I also will fill out my happy moment at the end of the week, but again, since this is kind of like a new style of planning for me, I haven't filmed that part yet. If you liked this style of planning, let me know down in the comments. I actually really enjoyed it. I may continue to kind of work in this type of fashion, considering I really do like the Coffee Monsterz Co, and Helen definitely inspired me to make this video like this because it was really fun. And I really love the Monet collection, and I love that my inks that I chose for this month match it so well. I'm so happy with this, you have no idea. Anyways, again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, for following along with my journey, and for all of the kind wishes that I got on my Instagram when I posted about my chickens. So I really do appreciate it. It's a hard thing to go through just as an owner of animals in general. So it's something we all have to deal with, right? Death is a fact of life, but it doesn't make it any easier. But I hope for the best for my last 2 chickens remaining. But anyways, again, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.